we are getting engaged and her parents have invited me to their home. You think, what do I do? Engagement is a cool thing, and congratulations, because you are doing well. You've achieved great thing with your Ukrainian girlfriend, which is happily ever after is becoming closer. So what do you do when you are invited to her parents' home? When you're meeting the parents, it's a really serious step, and you want to make a good impression, and you want her mom feel that her daughter is going to the right guy and will be taken care of. Her dad wants to feel that you're going to protect her enough and you're going to care about their dearest child. So let's start from the very beginning. Before coming to the girlfriend's home, learn as much as you can about her dad, about her mom, about their habits, traditions, about everything that connects them as a family. Maybe there is something specific that they like, or maybe a special hobby that they have, and their interests and whatnot. Well, first of all, because you're becoming part of the family. Second of all, because you don't come to a lady's home without anything, without gifts, empty-handed, we are saying. You need to bring meaningful gifts. But you may not know enough about her to bring meaningful gifts, or the event itself is not that formal for you to buy something really super meaningful because you're not getting married yet. There are different types of gifts that we are giving to each other. For example, in some Ukrainian areas, it's traditional to give jewelry as a gift from parents to children, from children to parents, from a groom to parents, and so on. Sometimes they are giving some more household gifts, parents to children, and so on. But that's more for the wedding. But in general, you are interested to show respect. And showing respect is easy when you are bringing flowers to the women in the house. If she has a sister, if there is a mother, depending on how women there are in the house, that many bouquets there has to be. Yes, now it sounds funny, but it shows generosity and it shows thoughtfulness. For the man, it's more respectful to bring some hard liquor, alcohol, or wine, or champagne, or maybe both, like some whiskey, some good brand, high-end whiskey, and maybe champagne for the ladies. Cake, of course. Some good style cake. You can order it in nice cafes or pastry makers anywhere in the city, and bring that. That shows your respect, that shows your care, that shows your generosity, that shows your thoughtfulness, that shows you feeling the traditions. Because traditions in the traditional country is about the table, is about community that is communicating, is about generosity, is about exchanging gifts. Because in our culture, when we're exchanging gifts, we are showing respect. We are showing like, I'm bringing a gift. I'm not an enemy. I'm not carrying any hostile feelings or thoughts or wishes. So here's the gift. That's the meaning. Then you come to the house and, of course, you shake hands with her dad. Americans are very firm about their handshakes, and they say you have to shake the guy's hand firmly to show that you are strong. Not too much. You can be close to her father's age. Sometimes you're way younger. Maybe you are more powerful. Look at the father and then evaluate the power of a handshake that you can make. Definitely it has to be not a weak handshake, but somewhat respectful, but not too much. Women, of course, love compliments. So compliment the house. If this is a house, compliment the territory. If this is an apartment, you may be walking upstairs and it will be nothing special of a corridor, like common area, but the apartment can be state-of-the-art, well-designed, superb, nice place. So compliment them on the design, on the paintings. Maybe you will see some crafts like embroidered stuff. Whatever you see, tell them compliments, acknowledge, validate, and speak highly. Then, when you are at the table, Americans, attention, when you are too loud, of course, it's very difficult to recommend an American who is really loud to be more modest and quiet. Most likely won't be able to. But you want to make a good impression. And American people are trying they're not trying hard, but they are very expressive by themselves. So you describe things in such bright colors. As we say, in Ukraine there is a saying, all the chickens wear boots and all the cows smile. I mean, I'm kind of translating our saying. But what I mean, try to be respectful and somewhat reserved, and at the same time show that you are well off, you are well established, but don't brag too much. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to be diplomatic, but yes, directly it means do not brag too much. But at the same time, you're interested to make a good impression. So tell about your achievements, tell about your education, tell about your future plans, tell about where you're going to live, tell them about your previous families, if you had any, and speak highly and respectfully of the woman. So happened, we couldn't handle that. Now I've recovered and now I'm ready to make your daughter happy because I've learned a lot from this wedding, from the previous marriage, if you were married before, and now I'm going to make it work no matter what. So what parents want to know, as I said at the beginning, that their daughter is coming to a reliable man that has a goal, that plans future, that understands relationship, that is a mature person and a responsible person. So everything that requires that, everything that means seriousness, responsibility, and care has to be shown. Do not try to kind of beat her father. He's still alpha in the family, even if she is not so much alpha, but you're coming to another man's home. So do not try to win him over, and because that means you're going to make them feel bad. Show that he's still respected figure, and his daughter is coming to good, caring man. If there are children in the family, other children that are before teenagers, then definitely you will learn that, you will understand who is in the family, and you're going to bring them gifts as well, but speak to your girlfriend, understand what children like, and buy those gifts in advance, because with children it is easier to buy something fun and nice, and children, you can always bribe children with good gifts and they're gonna love you. That's a secret. You are going to start learning more about that family, and your first visit to their home, most likely, because in our culture, if the daughter plans to do something meaningful with a guy, she will bring him home so parents can see him, they can kind of see what he's like and how he behaves around them. But it also can happen that you will go to the restaurant. Needless to say that you will pay the bill, that you will also bring the gifts, but you may skip the alcohol in the restaurant because the restaurant will serve everything you want. So what you will want to bring is definitely gifts, but flowers to the amount of ladies that there come, and maybe a gift but packed bottle of alcohol just to the father in a nice gift box, so he keeps it and enjoys it later. thinking of what a good son-in-law is going to happen in his life. It's less common to go to a restaurant unless you are meeting in a different city and parents do not live in that place and they are just visiting, or maybe they are renting and it's not there, and the woman is temporarily relocated to another country. So that may happen as well. Or maybe parents will leave Ukraine and come to another city to meet you, the nearest city abroad. Of course, definitely you're going to suggest paying the tickets cost for them to travel, or maybe gas. Some fathers are really well off and they can say thank you, but no, we will take care of it. But suggest, definitely offer that, suggest that, because that shows care, that shows consideration. These are the common sense rules that are part of our tradition, that are part of our lifestyle, and the first meeting with parents. It's not going to be like all the meetings. You will meet her parents again, and maybe you will talk about formal engagement, like your parents come to her parents, then parents are exchanging more meaningful gifts. And don't be surprised if her mother or the lady herself brings you rushnyk, which is an embroidered scarf or a table roller, table runner, beautifully done, and she's going to give it to you as a gift, and it's part of the wedding tradition. Or maybe they will give you vyshyvanka, embroidered shirt for men, which is elegantly done in modern style, because it's also part of the tradition. Don't be surprised if you get that for a gift. Keep it, because vyshyvanka is a musket, is a special omen, and it's a very meaningful gift. Sometimes people are exchanging like serious jewelry, and sometimes man is coming for the official engagement when guests are invited and the whole family is there. So that is going to be like the formal engagement, because you may engage separately with you and her on a special, place, wherever you are, somewhere in the nature, or you create your engagement story yourself. But the formal engagement sometimes happens in front of the family. And then parents are talking about wedding plans, and it's a kind of a summary about the wedding plans, who pays for what, how they organize it. But usually you have that information, but you generally discuss what is going to be done. And it's very private conversation, and the content of the conversation depends on the family. And in this video, I'm just saying too much already. And definitely, if we have introduced you to this lady, we're going to assist you with all these discussions and talks and ideas, understanding how traditional her family is, because if the girl is coming from the Western Ukraine, there will be more of a tradition. If she's coming from Eastern Ukraine, you need to ask her what type of traditions they are following in Central Ukraine as well. So everything is open to discussion, but you already know that we are, as a traditional country, have our traditions related to engagement, marriage, plans, meeting the parents, and more is to come. So write your comments to "I want to be married to a Ukrainian woman," or "Ukrainian matchmaker, help me find my wife." And we're going to get back to you, make a video call and see and suggest how we can help you. And everything is possible if you are subscribed to our channel, if you're learning what it takes to be married to a traditional Ukrainian lady that is very modern and very feminine and very beautiful. So see you on one of my consultations.